Hello, everybody, and welcome to the DECA Dialogues. We're sitting down with members from all around as they share their unique journeys. From first competitions to future careers, hear how DECA is building the leaders of tomorrow today. Get inspired, get connected. This is DECA Dialogues. Ladies and gentlemen, we have our fifth guest on the DECA Dialogues here today. Please welcome Isaiah Kepps. Isaiah, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you. I am so happy to be here today. I love
Good.
DECA Dialogues. I love everything that you guys are doing.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. That truly means a lot. Isaiah, I'll have you introduce yourself a little bit. What's your role in DECA right now?
So my name is Isaiah Keepis. I am the Missouri Collegiate DECA president for the 2025-2026 school year. I'm also Avila University's DECA president. So two times president. Don't get too stressed out with the two of those titles, but it's pretty good. I'm pretty much just creating our state conference this year. So getting all the sponsors to get there, planning all the events that we're doing, and yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome, man. Congratulations. That's really exciting. Gosh, that sounds like a lot. Is it easy to kind of balance that all with school and
Um,
whatnot, or you
let's
hanging in
just
there all right?
say
Yeah.
let's just say you have to block out time for yourself.
Yeah.
Prioritizing yourself is really everything. It's key. Try to avoid burnout. Really, know your limits. I know for me, if you start feeling super stressed out, kind of try to take a step back. I will say to anybody who is looking to get a leadership role, start out with one to begin with. See
Mhm.
how you can take on that role. See if it's a good fit for you, and then you can add more responsibilities on, but just don't put too much on you at one time.
Absolutely. That's very good advice, Isaiah. Thank you so much. That's very good advice. Now, Isaiah, I kind of a little intrigued. How did you get into DECA? Like how did that first happen? What does that first experience look like for you?
Yes, so I was actually a DECA member in high school. I only started my sophomore, junior year-ish, only 2 years in high school. Didn't really know that it was in college until
Hmm.
I got to college, and I had a professor that started our DECA chapter in the middle of January. So whenever we had our state competition in February, we only had like a month and a half to prepare.
Oh wow. Oh,
And
okay.
let's just say that was not easy to do, but we
Yeah.
came back home with a deck of glass, so
Okay.
that's pretty awarding right there.
All
But I
right.
started in high school. A lot of high school members know that we had student-based enterprises. I was the manager of our SBE there at my high school, and I competed in not retail management. I competed in HR management and fast food management. Did two different things both years. Don't recommend switching it up. Definitely recommend keeping on doing what you're doing. In college, I transferred over to retail management and business to business marketing and been doing it ever since.
Okay. That's awesome. That's awesome. So you started out in high school and how many years have you been in DECA, including high school?
I want to say 4 to 5
Okay.
plus.
That's around the same time about me too. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah. So you're not new to this type of thing. I mean, you got a lot of experience. You got a lot of mileage on you, so to speak, in the realm of you've been going at it. That's awesome, man. Gosh.
I remember
Uh,
ways having to do a role play, so that's for sure.
yeah. Yeah. So we kind of heard a little bit about how you got into it. I'd like to hear a little bit more about like what are you doing now? I mean, what does that look like? If you're balancing these two very, very big roles, I mean, what does that look like for you? Kind of what's the differences or similarities between them?
So being on the state level and a chapter level, kind of different, but they go
Mhm.
hand in hand.
Yeah.
Um, as the president of my chapter, I'm able to relay information to my members about the state and how we're planning everything. But when it comes to the state leadership, that is really overseeing all of our chapters, being able to make sure that they all have the resources that they need to get to state, making sure that new chapters are being successful, making sure that they're able to submit their bylaws, um, really making sure that they have everything um, that they need to start at school year. I already know that we're having 3 new chapters join the Collegiate DECA this year, which
Oh,
is
wow.
amazing.
Yes,
I've been trying
congratulations.
to help. Thank you. I've been trying to help them throughout the summer get all of their advisors and the schools to approve it, and so that's really my main goal is to be an asset for all of the chapters to be able to come to me and ask any questions,
Mm.
being able to just help them out throughout the years, really my main goal, and really planning our state conference to be the best yet. I know that we've had lots of sponsors in the past that have been in kind of the same categories, but being able to diversify into all the DECA categories is really my main goal. Bring in bigger sponsors, bigger names, being able to make it more of a better experience and a community because sometimes DECA can be very, very cliquish. And for me, I I love whenever everybody is together. I love everyone, and that's really my main goal is to make sure that everybody gets to know each other because in the business world, you might not like somebody that you're working with, but you have to get along with them.
That's very good. That's very good insights. And congratulations on the three new chapters. That's awesome. When is your state conference?
So our state conference is February 13th, and
February
then so
13th.
it's right around Valentine's Day. Last year it was on Valentine's Day, so that was a little bit of a conflict of interest for a lot of people. So they were like, "I want to go home. I want to go home." But yeah, it's pretty fun. Our conference used to be longer, but it's a little more like we get there Thursday and then we leave Friday
Okay.
afternoon.
Okay. Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. Is it kind of does a lot of plan like is it kind of hard to plan all that stuff, or is it nice to have your officer team to kind of balance out those different aspects, so to speak, or kind of what's that main focus in planning that in that conference? I think you talked a little bit
So for the
about
conference,
sponsorships and whatnot.
yeah, so for the conference, I really rely on my advisor.
Okay.
She's only been doing it for 4 years on the collegiate side, but she is an amazing resource.
Hmm.
She helps us out every single step of the way. Securing the venues, that's all of her. But when it comes to like the actual getting the judges, that's her as well. But when it
Hmm.
comes to like planning the special events that we're doing, the socials, the committees that we're doing at our conference, and the downtime that we have when she's tabulating all of the scores, that's what we do. And my board of directors, we all come together. We try to brainstorm ideas of what we want to do at our state conference, and we also include a community service project there as well at our state conference, just being able to give back to the Missouri community as much as
Yeah.
possible.
Yeah. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's all great stuff. Congratulations on all that. That sounds super exciting and super fun. I appreciate you kind of giving us a little backstage view on kind of what that looks like.
I will
So
say it's not easy, but
yeah,
there's a lot of I take all the help I can get.
bet. I bet. Yeah. And as you shared at the beginning, trying to, finding that way to have that balance and be able to also have, a little bit of that time to yourself. I think that's very, very valuable for people who may, like to be busy bees in life, so to speak, kind of, taking off maybe a little bit more than what we can chew, but, taking like, okay, deep breath, let's keep on chewing. And then, you keep it rolling.
Like I said before, I will say having 2 leadership titles at the same time as president, it's not for the weak. I will not lie. It's not for the weak. So just be prepared if you're going to take on that role. Be prepared to have a lot on your plate. But
Mhm.
I I I say that everybody should take a leadership position at some point in their life.
Mhm.
It's amazing growth. I know myself. I would never be speaking to random people if it wasn't for DECA and being able to
Mhm.
just be able to give myself all to everybody.
I agree. Having that connectivity that you were talking about is really that's a really wonderful thing that DECA provides. And like you said it perfectly. I mean, if you weren't in DECA, if I weren't in DECA, I mean, we wouldn't be talking right now. We wouldn't be chatting. So it's
Happy having a call right now. Even.
exactly. So I think just it's so cool to have that opportunity, but also not only have present opportunities, but have opportunities that you don't even see yet. But they're out there, but you don't see them yet. And then when they appear, it's like, oh wow, that's really cool. That's really cool. So no, I'm glad that you're setting an example, and I completely agree with that leadership that you were talking about. being in a leadership position, it adds so much growth. I'd say being the president of the DECA chapter at our technical college, like even though it's a kind of a smaller 2-year college, it's still having that leadership position. Like I've personally grown as well, so that I resonated with that a little bit too. So it's again that opportunity is just so amazing. Eddie, it's not for the weak. It's not for the weak. I completely agree. Now, what are you currently studying, or what do you hope to go into after you're done with college?
So in high school, I was in the marketing department, and so I thought that I wanted to do marketing, which I do love marketing still,
Yeah.
but I ended up going to school and as a business administration major and realized I am completely bad with numbers,
Mm.
completely bad with pretty much half of the decade categories that we have, let's be honest. But I changed my major to communication with an emphasis in public relations and advertising, and then a minor in marketing. I
Okay.
realized that I'm more creative. I'm definitely a talker all around. I talk every day, all day. I'm pretty much more of a communication major.
Hmm.
We're able to be a little bit more creative. Our core is more focused around content creation,
Yeah.
photography, public relations, communication, all the aspects, the
Hmm.
creative aspects of marketing.
Yeah.
Being able to actually get that creative spirit going, because I know that as a creative, you can feel really burnt out. And me, just being able to be surrounded by a bunch of communication majors and creatives just like me is really important to me. I will say, if you aren't a business person, you're not good with numbers, definitely go the communication route.
Yeah.
A
Okay.
lot easier, let's be honest.
I like that. I like that. Well, I'm glad that you're able to find that and kind of shift that. That's such a great example of like you don't have to know right away. You don't have to know right away, and it changes, and you can find a position where you're like, oh, this actually fits me a little bit more. You learn a little bit more about yourself. Now, I'm sure you probably deeply appreciate that you took the route that you're taking now. You're like, oh, this is great, and you're going to be great at it. By the way, I just gotta say, just interview right now. You're going to do absolutely great, and just excel in what you're going to do.
I mean, let's be honest, communication is such a broad statement too. So you can literally go into anything: event
Hmm.
planning, marketing,
Hmm.
public relations,
Hmm.
working for the city, really anything, honestly.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I completely agree. I completely agree. Now, how would you say DECA has like if it has, how has it helped you kind of decide that's like, okay, that's a route that I want to take?
So, with my career, I really didn't know what I wanted to do. I really wanted to do everything, but you can't really do everything. But as a creative, you sometimes have to do everything. You have to be skilled in anything.
Yes.
Being able to DECA has really allowed me to hone in on what my strengths are. When it comes to me competing in retail management, I've definitely realized that it is a strong suit that I know what consumers like. I know what consumers want. I
Mm.
know what will drive foot traffic in stores and online foot traffic. I realized that that is something that I'm really good at naturally, and maybe it's just because I've worked retail all my life. But being able to just understand what the average consumer wants is something I really have just embraced being DECA, as well as just my communication skills and talking to people. There's literally no way that I would be here sitting and talking to you if it wasn't for DECA.
Hmm. Hmm.
I sat up on the stage, not sat up on the stage, I stood up on the stage and gave my speech to my entire um, chapters, all my
Yeah.
chapters in Missouri, and I sat there nerve wracked, nerve, a nervous wreck. Like, let's
Mm.
be honest, I did not know what I was going to say. Did not prepare my speech at all. It just flew off the tongue,
I love
and
that. I love that.
that's what people wanted, I guess. I
Yeah.
mean, honestly, authenticity
Yes.
is my whole being, and so being able to just be who you are
Yeah.
around everyone is just important to me because
Yeah.
at the end of the day, you have to be yourself.
Yes. Wow. That's awesome, man. I mean that's good advice. I'm just generally to anybody watching or listening. I mean, really take in what Isaiah said there because that is great. That authenticity. I think that is such a crucial thing to have nowadays. Just anytime, being real, just being able to be yourself. That's awesome, man. That's awesome.
It's hard when you're in a job interview, people will go after the person who is more authentic
Yeah.
and is honest with them.
Hmm.
I've got jobs not just because of my personality, but honestly because I was authentic. I
Hmm.
told them who I was honest with them, and I was blunt with them. I mean, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but being able to just be yourself in any aspect of life builds great reputation. And reputation is honestly a lot to people, especially in the business world. I mean,
Hmm.
if you show up late,
Yeah.
you're fired.
Yeah.
If you don't show up on time, you gotta be professional in this life.
That's true. That's dang true. I tell you what. Well, Isaiah, do you have anything else that you'd like to say to anybody listening? Any advice to the members? Anything you'd like to say to anybody at all? The floor is yours.
Honestly, I'd say take the leap. Take the leap into leadership. It is amazingly amazing. I know amazingly amazing is crazy, but get into it. I mean, when I was vice president of marketing, I never dreamed of being a president. Never dreamed of leading. I wasn't really a natural leader. Let's be honest. I was kind of closed off. I was more of a marketing person, and really just take that leap into leadership because it really gives you the skills that you need to excel. I'm getting better at delegation every day. I'm getting better at public speaking every day. I am getting better at event planning, which is something that I absolutely hated, still do till this day when it comes to leading. But event planning is not my best strong suit, but I'm getting better at it. And
That's good.
leadership gives you so many opportunities of growth, and it's
Mhm.
so easy to do it at a young age because you're able to learn those skills and bring it into your job. If you have those natural leading skills, whenever you go into your career, they're going to see that growth. They're going to see that of opportunity, and they're going to keep you on for longer. So that's what I have for everyone.
Mhm. That's awesome. That's awesome. Those are wonderful words, Isaiah. Thank you so much. And thank you for everything that you shared. I know this is gosh, that's a very great things that you talked about. Taking the leap, that is just gosh, take those three words. That's just such importance to them. Take that leap. I think that's a wonderful thing that even I'm going to take personally too. Like I feel charged up now. I mean not to be cheesy here, but I feel ready to take the leap. I feel ready to take the leap. So that's awesome. And thank you so much for coming on the DECA Dialogues. It is such an honor to have you on here, Isaiah. So thank you.
My
Thank you so much. And thank you to everybody for listening and watching. Please please share this with your members, your friends, your family, whoever. Let's spread the word. Let's get connected and let's get inspired. So thank you so much. And from me and Isaiah, have a great rest of your day.
thank you, everyone.